What's up, friends? Or as they say in Polish, so sam shiacia. 98% sure that is not how they say it, but what can you do? You just go with it. I'm here in the beautiful Krakow, Poland, sitting on the ground in a park. It's beautiful. It's springtime. Pigeons are literally coming near. That's irrelevant, sorry. Oh. So my intentions were really good at the beginning of this trip. I wanted to do some vlogging for you guys and share this whole experience. Failed completely to do that. So here I am at the tail end and just gonna share some things with you guys because I get a lot of questions. Today I wanted to share with you the hardest part of this trip. A lot of people are like, has anything bad happened? I'll share the worst thing that's happened, and then obviously the best story that I have thus far. And we'll be talking to someone that I met here, asking them, 4 to 5 questions about their perspective on travel and life, and you guys can be a part of that as well. Yeah, so here goes nothing. Oh, and by the way, I have no idea what I'm doing or looking for here, so don't mind my hands, don't mind me looking at the people in the background. They're all staring, so just go with it, okay? So we'll start with the hardest part of the trip so far. It has hands down been the planning. Oh my gosh. So first of all, I'm not a planner. If you know me, planning, nah, like life just goes, right? But you kind of got to know where you're going a little bit. So before I started, I had a path plan with no set direction. It's so cheap to travel here. You can hop on a bus, you can hop on a train, you can even hop on a plane for super cheap. And it's just like, where do you want to go? What do you want to see? How long do you want to spend there? Is that enough time? What's next? Just the planning part. It's exhausting. Hands down, planning. Second thing, what's been maybe the scariest story? I get a lot of people asking, like, are you nervous being alone? Like, has anything bad happened? First, no, not nervous being alone. You just gotta be smart, that sort of thing. I have lots of things that I've definitely learned, but the scariest story, or anything bad, I guess, I had a couch surfing experience. So if you know anything about couch surfing, it's a free service where you sign up, you have a profile, and then you write to people and you stay on their couches for free, right? So I decided to try it out in Amsterdam. Probably not the best place to try it out as a single female in Amsterdam, but you live and you learn. I'm still here today, praise the Lord. But yeah, I got there and the guy was pretty cool. Things were going good, and it was about a 25-minute bus ride into town. So he took me into town, and let's just say, long story short, within the first hour, he was holding one of my hands. In the second hour, he was holding my other hand. And when we finally went back to his place, because a lot of you are like, why did you let him hold your hand? Well, I had to get back to his place in order to get my stuff. So you kind of got to go with it. But we were standing there and he tried to kiss me. And I said, whoa, 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 hey, I don't feel comfortable with this. I have a boyfriend. He's like, you know what? That's okay. And I said, no, it's not. And he's like, he doesn't have to know. And I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. So packed up my things, just said I wasn't comfortable. He's like, if you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to go, you can go. And so I decided to go. Nothing happened. Nothing went wrong. It wasn't like life-threatening. It was just kind of like, okay, I gotta get out of here. Other than that, it has actually been smooth sailing. So that's the scariest, weirdest story. I can laugh at it now. Thankfully laugh at it now. And finally, the best thing, maybe the best story that's happened, comes from Tromsø, Norway. If I've talked to you recently, I love Norway. I can't explain it. It's so great. The people are amazing. And I was on this island in Tromsø, Norway, way north. And I walked outside of town to see the mountains and the water and just kind of get away from the city. And I was stopped, and this lady had passed me, and she was coming back, and I was waiting for her to pass again so I could take some pictures. And as she passed, I said, "Isn't this beautiful?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "I could just stand here forever. Just amazing. I could look at this forever." And she was like, "Yeah." And she leaves and comes back and she goes, hey, would you like to go with me? I'll take you in my car, we'll go across the bridge, I'll take you to my favorite ford, maybe show you a few things and we can go to a coffee shop or something. And yeah, I was like, yes. And so I ended up going with this totally random lady. I asked her, I made sure she wasn't gonna murder me. She said, honey, I'm 70, I couldn't if I wanted to. So I felt good knowing that, but she took me for 5 hours in her personal car, drove me over the bridge, saw these beautiful fords, these places I would have never seen, told me stories, welcomed me in, asked me about myself. I am forever grateful for Vigdis and just her hospitality and her love of her city, and it was absolutely amazing. And I saw these beautiful, beautiful mountains. I loved it. Coolest story ever. Random stranger in their car. It works out, man. Life just works out. So hopefully we'll be hearing from a guest that I would like to share some insights with you guys. Okay, what's up guys? I told you I would have a special guest. A lot of you ask if I'm meeting people, how I make friends, that sort of thing. So put your hands together for Matthias! Yeah! I don't know why I gave you a 5, sorry. Okay, did you see that? Not the 5, but the kiss. It's excellent. So great. Start doing it. Quick story. We met on a bus ride from Prague. Thank you. Prague to Krakow. I heard him speaking English, but I knew he wasn't from America. You know why? Because of the scarf. Love it. Absolutely great. You want to tell us who you are, how old you are, and where you're from, and what you're doing in life?
Well, my name is Matias. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, like in the south of America. I'm 24 years old. I'm on some exams to finish my studies, and when I get back home I have to find a job and live. I don't know.
And live, that's it. Perfect. So why are you in Krakow?
Well, I divide my trip into parts. I think in the first part I was doing like the more common places, so the more common cities, and in the other I want to know different places. So I think that in Poland, Krakow was a good option, and I like history, so Auschwitz is very interesting stuff.
Yeah, you should have seen this guy. We did a walking tour yesterday, and like, first of all, he knew everything. Second of all, kept asking questions, and I was like, all right, I know nothing. So there you go. But true. And we both went to Auschwitz today, which was crazy. I don't even know a word for it, but crazy. And if you could recommend one place to people, tell them to go, or what's your favorite place, top place, you tell me.
The place I recommend would be Purmamarca in Argentina, north of Argentina.
Why?
Because it's a magic place.
It's a magic place.
And you have to discover it.
I like it. What is it? Pulmentina?
Purmamarca.
Purmamarca in Argentina.
Purmamarca.
Purmamarca. Purmamarca.
Purmamarca.
There you go. If you could tell your 18-year-old self something, what would you say?
I would say that to follow your thoughts. Don't care what age you are. Your thoughts are the most important thing, and your ideas.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Okay, and let's switch gears. Say you're 70 years old and you're looking back on life. What do you hope that you can say your life was?
That you follow important things. I think that maybe ambition and all that stuff can take you to dark places. So the more important things are the things you live and you try and you know. So that are things you have to carry on when you're old.
I love it. Your last question. When you are gathered around the table with family and friends, you're all sitting having a good time, and you go up to cheers, what do you guys say at home?
Salud!
Salud! Ah, I like it! See, I told you guys, new friends, a few stories. Let me know if you have any questions. I just have a few more weeks here in Europe, but would love to share more, and hopefully we'll be meeting new people along the way. Just a few weeks left, so I'm excited. Thank you all for all your thoughts and prayers, and until next time, salud!
Salud!
See ya!